are live on YouTube right now, it's good to start. Okay, so let's start with you, Oswaldo. Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Okay, let's do it. So I I'm a so curious person, and I because I really like to learn about everything around me. For example, in this week, I in my free time I'm learning a little bit more about a hobby, a rally championship, because I like to race it on motorsports, in virtual motorsport, right? And I was watching a live some days ago, and I've seen a streamer playing poker, and I remembered that I was playing poker some years ago, and I'm trying to buy some book about it because I like this game too, and so on. And my job, for example, I've been learned a lot about some topics that I didn't know about it. For example, I'm software developer, right? So I've built a dev environment improvement, because nowadays my company, we had a problem with mm, the hard setup environment to the to to devs, right? So I built a Docker. It's called Docker. I Dockerize our project to improve this flow, internal flow in our company, and scalar. I don't know how can I say scalar. The
Scale.
scale, yes, thank you. Scale the product is all the products of that company, right? And so on. So it's a little bit about me, and in my free time, at the same thing, I like to play guitar and sing some songs. So I practice some song that I want to listen or to sing, and so on. That's it.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you for sharing, Oswaldo. And Belle, can you talk a little bit about you? Belle is a host here in Talk and Talk, just like me, but let her. Vou deixar ela falar. Let her
Okay.
speak.
So, guys, morning. So, I'm Belle. Um, yeah, I'm from Fortaleza, but nowadays I live in Salvador. I'm 29. I'm a completely homebody person. I really like to stay at home. I live with my mother. I have two dogs. Let me see. I'm a coffeeholic too, because I think William Barreiro is drink coffee at morning. Let me see about me without talk about my job, because I really like the Oswaldo strategy. Talk about ourselves without talk about our occupation. It's a good one, but it's hard for me. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm a calm person, but I really like to have a deep conversation with friends, some friends. And yeah, I think it's that at the moment. In my free time, I like to cook or spend time with my family, with my pets. I think it's that for the moment.
Oh, all right. And you are living in Salvador. This sunrise, sol já amanheceu, or it's dark?
Yeah, almost 2 hours ago.
Oh,
Almost two
yeah.
hours. Yeah.
That's really bad because I live in the south of Brazil. So right now it's dark yet and it's doing 10 degrees, and always in in winters, I say to my wife, let's move to Northwest because I hate cold, you know. So congratulations. And what about you, William? Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Yes, first of all, thanks so much for this opportunity to have me here. And good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but I was born and raised in Minas Gerais, in a small city called Campanha. That's the between Varginha, the city of the, how can you say, ET, and Três Corações, the city of the King Pelé. And I decided to move to Volta Redonda because I got a scholarship to study computer science. So I got my diploma last year in computer science. And then I met my future wife, and we are together for almost 5 years. We have a baby. Her name is Sarah, and she's 2 years old. And I've been studying English for a while. I love studying English, and I work with IT as well from home in a company that's based in Mexico. And I'm trying to connect with many people here, and I think it's a good opportunity to increase my networking and know about everyone. Everybody has a, how can you say, a history that I like to listen, and it's good. We can learn with them and with their history as well. And yeah, that's it. And I love coffee and the ponte cake for sure because I am a mineiro. Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you. So you work for a company in Mexico and they use English,
Yes,
Portuguese,
uh,
Spanish,
yes. And
but
Portugal, and there's another one that can you say Portuguese mixed with English is I forgot. So I forgot the name when we
Or
mix
to
Portuguese.
English.
Yeah, something like that.
all
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I did an interview to a company
Portuñol,
on
yes.
Portugal. Yeah, I did an interview, but I lost the opportunity because I don't know how to speak Spanish, and they want someone who speaks Spanish, not all English. So congratulations. And what about you, João Gilson? Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Good
Good
morning, guys.
morning.
I'm Johnson, and can call me Gama. It's more it's uh I am from Sergipe. I am 26 years old. In my free time, I like to watch movie, hiking the mountain sometimes with friends. I like to go out with friends too. I like to stay with my family, read books, and ride bike. I like to exercise too and stay with the nature. I like it. Um, I think that's it. I don't know.
All right,
I
thank you. Yeah, I like to do biking as well. I never had the opportunity to climb or hiking. So one day maybe, but I like to run. And the last month I lost 6 kilograms. I go from 99 to 93 kilos. So I'm trying to move my ass because I was overweight for sure. And I want to go back to my weight that I had when I was a police officer. Because since I quit my job, I get a lot of weight because right now I only work in front of computer, and that's not good to me, you know. And in marriage, I had 2 daughters. As I say, I live in the south of Brazil. I don't know why God put me to live here because I hate cold. I hate cold and I hate rainy days. You know, I don't like to get wet or get my feet wet. So it's a problem. But today, a couple of days ago, I was talking with my wife how God is good to us because I don't remember the last time I had to wake up and go to work and face the cold and face the weather. And it was so good because right now I work from home. I had a heater here close to me, and I was talking about that, how our lives change, and that's something about me. I'm really grateful for everything I'm living, and of course, English helped me to achieve that. And why this is why I like so much talk and talk to other guys, spread the word. That's it. So, guys, today we will talk about life questions, memories, mishaps. So we had a lot of questions, and maybe we will not follow the order. Okay, we will start with the first question, but I will keep you free to choose what question we want to answer. Okay, so we will start with the first question, and then to the next one, we can decide together which one we will start answering. So let me start with you, William. Can you read the first question, please, and start answering? And when you finish, you can choose someone to continue, please. All right?
All right. Okay, so question number one, if you won the lottery, what would be your first move? Well, I don't know if it's a good idea for me to share with you guys if I own $1,000 here, and I know a lot of people will watch this meeting online on YouTube, but okay. So maybe my first thing that I would do is to share with my mom and my family. So, and well, share a lot of things that I would do with them, and how can I say, split this amount of money with them as well, and I go in a nice restaurant to share with some people and to pay the bill for everybody, but now not share what the reason that I would pay these bills with the people in the restaurant. Yeah, so I have no idea what I would do. So every year I try to play and win the lottery at the end of the year, but unfortunately I didn't got any raspadinha, unfortunately. So I don't know if I'm a luck guy, but every year I try, but I don't spend a lot of money with that, so this kind of gambling. But if I own the lottery, probably my first move is share with my family, help them, and then invest my money and support some people. I think it would be something like that. So yeah, I think it's a safe place here to share what would be my next movement. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, Belle, go ahead.
Yeah, William, it's a good one. If I won on the lottery, will be a miracle. Yeah, because I'm like you. I don't use my money for that. I don't believe I will be. Yeah, I will won on the lottery. But my first move maybe will be like you, help my family, and I'm looking for accessory, something like that, like a someone that helped me to management my all the money. I will invest, of course, and after then probably I will travel. Yeah, I will have a study about the money, about how money I will receive if I invest. Yeah, and I will travel and enjoy the life a little. I think it's my plan for the moment. And you, Osvaldo, what about you?
Well, it's a hard question because I don't used to think about that, but I can say that I would invest 80% of that money on good investments, a financial ativos. I don't know how can I say that. And another part I would invest in some startup. And I can say for you, and I wouldn't use almost Nothing that money because I can say I can save the money. All of my life, I try to save a part of my money. I have a little bit investments, so, right? And in B3 in Brazil, I've I did uh, some buy and sell things on the financial market. For example, um, gold or currencies. I I was a trader some years ago. I was forgot to say, but I was a trader some years ago. So I like these topics. Nowadays I invest on B3 and renda fixa. I don't know how can I say renda fixa. And that's it. And how about you, Gama?
Mm, I I don't think about it because I don't play it. So it is almost impossible to me, but it can happen. I don't know. But it depends how much it can be. I think if it's not so much money, I
Mega
think
da virada. Think about Mega da Virada.
uh it's a good movement of money in a Mega da Virada. But I think that the first thing that I can do was retirement my parents in the I don't know anymore. I do travels or something like this. But I think that I in the first year don't I will not change a lot my life because I like my life. I like what I do. I don't have problem. So sometimes it's um will be changed. But I don't know. I don't have this answer now. I don't. I only live in it. I think to know what you change. Carlos, if you can, please post the questions again, because
All
I
right,
arrived
sorry.
later.
Sorry, I forget. My bad. Yeah, about that, it will be a miracle if I won the lottery, because as you guys, I don't play often. Only by the end of year, let me give you a try, maybe we can start new year with my pocket full of money. I don't know. But it's the only time I play on the lottery. And for me, the first move will be get a retirement to my parents, because they work a lot. They are more than 60 right now, estão em mais de 60, and they had to still to work because they didn't plan their future, so they don't have decent retirement, and they need to work. Uh, and that say, of course, maybe do some travels, invest my money. But I like everyone. I like anyone say I will quit my job. So I think this is a good sign, because maybe you like what you are doing to live. And I say that to my wife. If I won the lottery, I don't know, maybe for the first 6 months I will travel, but after that I want to go back and work because I like to work. But I will had the opportunity to decide what I want to do. I had a lot of ideas and a lot of softwares I want to build, and the opportunity to say no to someone seems really interesting to me. Because right now I don't have this power. I don't have the power to say no. I don't want to do that. I think that's it to me. All right. And let's go ahead with you, Belle. Can you choose a question, please? That can be any number you want, but I will ask you to say the number of the question and start answering, please. You are mute. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Let me see. Um, it's interesting questions in general. I really like talk about the future, but yeah, I'm prepared to answer the question number two. It's a good one. What insights can eyes contact provide about a person? I'd like that question because yeah, the most part of the information that you can provide for the others, it's not just about the words. Sorry, my dog. So yeah, and I prefer eyes contact, and yeah, when you have a real contact, or let me see, when you have a conversation the personal way, I think you can have all the information about the person, like maybe the person's it's not so trustful, or maybe you can realize some other information about your body or silence. Yeah. So I don't know if I explain very well, but I prefer eyes contact because you can feeling the emotions maybe, or you can share your feelings for the other. Yeah. And sometimes when you just use your words or message, for example, or other kind of the message, it's not possible. Yeah. I don't know if I answered the question, but
Yeah.
I think it's really important. That's that
All
kind
right.
of eyes contact,
And
or to be in the personal way. Yeah.
all right. And can I ask you one more thing, please? Related to that, did you get someone lying to you or trying to hide something to you when you are talking and you realize some eye contact?
Yeah, yeah. It's not just about the eye contact, but it's possible to realize there are something different when you need to talk with the person and you don't trust about the information. It's like the person's, it's not possible looking for your eyes and yeah, and believe that's information. And I totally agree. It's important, but it's not just about the eye contact. Yeah, there are all other factors that involve that, but it's a signal for me.
All right. All right. Thank you. And what about you? Let me check. What about you, Oswald? What do you think about that? Do you like or you try to avoid? What do you think about people who avoid eye contact?
Um, I prefer to have eye contact because we can realize what in the better way what the people are talking about, right? So when I've begun in my professional career, I didn't realize that, but uh, the the time it was passing by, and I was realize that it's so important we talk with the people and looking on your eyes directly, because we can maybe the people are talking about something, but um, they are trying to say another thing, right? um, I've ever I've I I had a small business some years ago, and I had an opportunity to hire some peoples and cut ties some peoples. And my current side project at the same, I had to cut tie a person, and when I have the opportunity to talk with them, looking in your eyes, it's important to in my opinion, it's important to make better decisions, right? And that's it. I think that's it.
All right, thank you for sharing, Oswald. And what about you, William? What do you think about that?
Well, I think the first thing is if someone is lying or telling the truth. So we can see that especially in kids. For example, my daughter, even she's 2 years old, when she's doing something wrong, and I ask for her if her did that or not, she always move her eyes, and make some movement with her eyes. I think we can see if the person is telling the truth or not, and about your personality as well. So when you, how Oswald said, so you're talking with someone and you look straight away, so you can see if you're, how can you say, paying attention of the conversation, you will see something that you believe it's true or not. And I think your eyes can say and share a lot of things about your personality as well. When people say we're looking for someone that they have the bright in the eyes, I think they have a lot of meaning about that. So I'm not a specialist about that, but I've heard about this idiom. I'm look someone with the bright in the eyes. I believe that someone that have personality, they have attitude, they do everything, so they love what they do. And eye contact is really important. So you can see in the movies as well when they give a close in your eyes in a specific scene. So you can be surprised, you can be, how can you say, sad or happy just with your eyes. So I think we can do a lot of things. So nowadays I'm using glasses, and my wife used to say that I'm behind a lot of things with my glasses. When I take off my glass, so she can see my face clearly. So I believe that eye contact can say and share a lot of things about our life, about your personality and behavior. Yeah, it's something about that. And you,
All
Gama?
right.
Um, I think I think eye contact can brought some sides because there are people that work with this about their behavior of people, what they want, what they need. One time once I read a book about it. Um, I don't know, comportamento humano or behavior. So this is interesting, but the eye eye contact can be good because we can understand about the people if they are eh, tired, upset, happy. For example, I work from home and I talk in meet with people. When and sometimes we are with our video turned off. So it's good, but it's not possible to feel into what they want sometimes. If they stop to talk or if they are thinking yet about what they want to speak. So eye contact it's good. I hate it. I hate it more than talking on WhatsApp or on chat to the people. Uh, but in another hands, I like to stay at home. So uh, I think it's good. I think that it can provide a lot of sites in the it's good understand about it and about the people. That's it. That's it.
All right, thank you for sharing. Yeah, I agree with you. I like eye contact, but I like to work from home. And sometimes you only had calls to talk with other one, and I don't know why, but people doesn't like to show up on the camera, open the camera, during calls, and that's so frustrating to me because I like to see the faces. I want to see if you are bored or not. So if I'm in a call, I like to open my camera, and this helped me to get focused to the meeting, because otherwise I will lose my focus easily. And that's it about me and what I believe. But let's jump to another question. Okay. João Gilson, you can choose one question, please. And since you can get surprised, I will warn you, William. You will choose the next one after João Gilson and the other guys sharing. You get ready to choose a question as well. All right. So, João Gilson, can you pick one question, please?
Number three. No problem. What's the most valuable advice you've ever been given? That I given, I don't know. I don't remember the last time that I did it because I don't do it if the people don't ask me. Uh, but I receive, I could say, uh, I am reading a book now, called the Transformando Suor em Ouro. So the last thing that I read there was, I don't know in English, I think. Quem planeja errado, planeja para perder. Ou quem não planeja, já começou para perder, né? Algo nesse sentido. So this is a good one advice that I read in this book. I am reading it, but it was something good that I read and I learned in this book. The the writer teach me.
All
Uh,
right. That's a good advice, I think, maybe. And what about you, Oswald? What do you think about that? Do you remember a good advice you give to someone?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
some financial advices, don't buy that stock or buy this or sell that. I don't know.
yeah, I've seen a lot of this stuff, these things, a lot of about the financial. But I would like to start talking about a grandmother, a grandfather advice, right? When I was finished my first marriage, he said to me, "Oh, when the people finished their marriage and mainly have some children, right? We need to be or we need to have great qualidades, great I don't know personal aspects of, um, well, we have to be a great people, a great person, because it's hard to another people uh, to relation with people that have one or more children, right? So I could I remember that for a long time of my life, and I'm here living with my fiance, and I remember that every single day. About investment financial, when I was studying about day trader, I've learned a lot about discipline, about uh, I I disagree some little point about the advice that Gama said some minutes ago. I prefer have a plan that not have a plan, right? If your plan is a bad plan, not problem. You are starting to do that. So it's more important you start something that don't start because you don't have the perfect plan, right? So I try to do this every single day on my life, and I think in summary that's it.
All right.
And
Thank
and
you.
oh,
So,
sorry.
sorry I interrupt you.
I would to ask someone.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm
Belle
sorry.
and William.
Yeah, Belle, please, your turn. You're
Yeah,
muted. Yeah.
so sorry. Yeah, it's a hard question, really, because I was thinking about it, and there are a lot of failures advices, but I can't remember or choose just one, but maybe involve gamma advice. I really like that topic because I'm trying to be that kind of person. I'm trying to planning my life or my task because maybe that was something that I learning at my work. It's really important organize and planning all the steps, and because every time the life can change, so I think it's a good one advice, planning your life or your next but step but yeah, when you talk about, for example, learning English, for example, I think I received that advice here and talk and talk. Don't be afraid about my mistakes. Everyone is learning, so it's okay. Make mistakes, and it's a part of the process. I think it's a good one too. It's a good advice, and I try remember that every time because when you face a challenge in your life, maybe with it's not possible move or improve yourself because you are afraid about that challenge or that new activity. And when you start to think like it's okay, make mistakes, the life and the success involve frustration, and don't give up about your dreams or your goals. Maybe I think involve all that things, but yeah, don't be afraid about my mistakes. It's a good one. And to be okay about my mistakes and just follow my dreams and don't give up because of that. Yeah. Don't be shy about that.
All
I
right.
think, yeah, I think is that it's a good one. And let me know about you, William. Please share with
Yeah,
us.
so I think everybody here have got this advice that since we start to go to school is you need to study. So we grow up listen to the device and we'll die listen to the device. So it can be a basic advice, but unfortunately, most of the people nowadays they don't have a basic study, a basic education. And when we are talking about technology, that we can ask for AI talk with you, but most of the people don't have this opportunity to go to school and have this basic advice. So to go to school to study, but to study for me it's more than to finish a graduation, have a good job and make a lot of money, but to look for answer about your life. You make more curious. You how can I say, you start to understand about how the world works and the behavior of the person and the people. So in my case, so I didn't say this for my daughter, but probably next year she will start to move to a new, how can you say, level of the school. Alphabet, how can I say, learn how to speak and actually write and read and speak, you know. So and probably I will say for that you need to study. So I think study is a device that everybody have received in their life, and yeah, I think it's it.
That's a really good advice, you know. I totally forgot about that, but you are talking, and I remember when I was in the college. Actually, I was in the middle, in the half of the graduation, and I said to my mom, "I will quit because I'm so tired. I work and I'm doing the college, and my mother get my ear." And start pulling, you know, puxou minha orelha, and she said, "You will finish this college, and then you can do whatever you want from your life, you know. But I want a paper in my hand saying you are a graduated guy." And I said to her, "All right, I will do that." And it was the best advice I gave, my mother gave to me, you know. And I finished my graduation, and I'm so grateful to her because she always said that to me, you know. Uh, it's really good when you had someone pushing your limits. And the best advice I gave to someone is, I think it's related to study, you know, but I like to say to my friends when they get children's, um, it's something my mother and my father made with me, and I try to do with my daughters. Is I think parents are responsible to give the kids the opportunity to discover what they like and what they doesn't like, you know. So, I don't know how to say that in English, but nós somos incentivadores das nossas crianças. My daughter, during this vacation, she's on vacation, and she said, "I want to do a drawing course. Quero fazer curso de desenho." Okay, let me check if I can pay for that. If I can pay, we will do something on YouTube, but you can do that. And she started drawing, and oh, I like that so much. And last couple of months, she decided to do chess class. Queria fazer aula de xadrez. And she made one, two chess class, and she say, "Oh, I don't like that so much. It's so boring." And I totally agree with her, but I couldn't say at the moment, "Oh, you can quit," you know? And I said to her, "We will finish this month because we already pay for that. And at the end of the month, we will decide if you want to go or you can stop." And at the end of the month, she quit the chess class. And right now, she knows she doesn't like chess. But if I always say no, or if I always say yes, maybe she couldn't discover what she wanted to do for her life. So, as a daddy, as a father, I think it's my job. It's something important to me. Teach her what she like to do and what she doesn't like, you know. And that was what my parents made with me, and this helped me to discover what I want to do for a living. When I was a teenager, I already had the decision in my mind. I want to work with computers because I try a lot of things during the high school. My parents gave me that opportunity, you know. I start to work, I start to do some courses, and some courses I didn't like, and other ones I like it. And this give me better uh, decisions to my life. All right, guys, we are getting to close to the end of our conversation, but I think we had time to one more question to each one. Okay, so right now we will do something different. Okay, William, we will be the next one to start answering. But guys, anyone can choose one question right now because after William answer his question, I will pick someone to choose another question and give our thoughts about that. Maybe can be the same question, it's not a problem, but let's try to do different questions. Okay. William, what question you want to answering?
Yeah, question number 9. So, have you ever considering? No, no, not that. Let me check here. Number 7. What's the ideal age to start dating, in your opinion? Well, I don't know if I'm a good person to say that, but I started to have a dating when I was 22, believe it or not. So I think I started a little bit late, but it was good for me because in my first break up, so it was terrible. So I cry a lot, but thanks God I have finished my high school, and I think it would be a problem to be so upset in high school. But wow, I think the good idea. I don't know it's a good idea. I think when you are 15, my future wife, she said to me that she started have a dating with 14. So and me being a father, I will not allow my daughter have a dating before 30, you know? But probably Carlos know what I mean. So, but yeah, I think you needed to know what's the good moment because, well, in the first moment that you break up, man, it's so sad. If you don't know how to deal with your emotion and behavior, it can be terrible, and it's not so good. But yeah, I think you needed to put other priorities in your life, and if you are a good person that you can deal and with two things, have a dirty, do your things. I think wow, with 15 it's a good idea, it's a good date, age to have a first date. Yeah.
All
and
right.
you and you, Carlos, you have a daughter, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I had only one girlfriend in my life. I married with my first one, but I start do some kisses. I don't know by 15, 16 years. But I was a free soul. I didn't want to get involved in a relationship. But when I was 21, I met my wife and I say to her, "You are the love of my life, and I want married with you." And I say that with, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. And she say, "I want to marry with you too as well. So let married." And it was like that. But it's not time to talk about me. Let me check you, Belle. Can you choose a question, please?
Yeah. So the question that I choose is, would you prefer know and how when you pass away? I really like talk about that.
What's the, sorry, what's the number of the question?
Oh, it's the question number 4. Yeah, it's about if I want to know about my the the how and the time that I will pass away. I like talk about the the dead or the life after the life. I don't know explain that, but yeah, for me, I think it's not good to know about the future, about your destiny or about our future. I think that the life needs to be like that. We just know about we know, yeah. And I think we when you think about it, that we can enjoy the life or we can give more valor for the moment. Yeah. And because of that, I don't know. I don't want to know about it.
All right. I think it's a mystery in our life.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And what about you, Gama? Can you choose a final question, please?
Was muted. Um, I will. I. I'm going to read the number 4, but well, read. But I want to give my opinion. Sure.
Okay, no problem.
I I don't want how or when I prefer to stay how it is today. I think that I could be uh depression people, a
Yeah.
depression person or something like this. Get a anxiety. I don't know. I think that it can be weird. I This is strange. I don't know. Uh, that's it. I think it can be strange. Uh, I think you will think about it all time, and the more close it is, more hard it will be.
All right. Thank you. And finally, Oswaldo, 1 minute, please. Go ahead.
Okay, I will talk a little bit about the question number 12. Can you recall your most embarrassing life moment? Well, when I lost my first job, well, it was a blessing in disguise for me because at the first month